Well, you've seen our first guest on TV shows like Silicon Valley, The Thundermans, and Never Have I Ever. She's a fan favorite on NPR's Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me, and she's the host of the Go Fact Yourself podcast. We welcome actress and comedian Helen Hong. Good to have you with us. It's the Helen Show.
It's Helen Squared.
I love it.
It's Helen doubled.
Love it, love it,
I mean, you should be so lucky at home that you get two Helens. I don't often meet that many Helens.
No, I don't.
Right?
Unless they're
Because
100.
it was like the name of a certain era.
Yeah, yeah.
And so every time, and so for years I had a joke where like every new guy that I dated would be like, my grandma's named Helen. And I'm like, great. Is she sexy? Like, what's up?
Well, have you had people, young people, misspell your name? I'm thinking how.
All the time.
Yeah.
Two L's.
Two L's.
Everybody goes with two. Like anytime if I go to, a coffee shop that has to write my name, two L's. I'm like, come on.
Right?
Come on. And then I'll ask someone, be like, isn't that obvious that Helen is with one L? And they go, yeah, that's obvious.
Yeah.
But people.
I'm amazed.
Not obvious to a lot of people.
I'm amazed.
Two L's.
Wait, wait, don't tell me. I love you on the show.
Me
it's
too.
so wonderful.
I love me on the show.
Well, you should. Everyone loves you on the show.
Thank
and
you.
I think of all the great people that you work with and the fun stuff you get to talk about. So tell me about working on the show.
Oh my God, it's such an honor. And I bucket listed myself onto the show because when I was a young comedian.
Oh, this is you and Alonzo here.
Yes, when I was a young comedian and I had always been a fan of NPR, I had been a fan of Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me. And when I was a young comedian, just 2 years in, I would say, I wrote into my journal, I was like, I want to be on Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me. It's like my favorite. It's so, the people are so funny and talented. And then like 5 years later, it happened.
Wow.
And when it happened, I was like, why didn't I bucket list $1 million? What is wrong with me? Why didn't I need
Write
to be
that
more
down.
ambitious. What is wrong with me? But honestly, it's been such a blessing. I've been doing it for 10 years now.
Yeah.
And it's just my favorite gig.
Yeah.
It's my favorite gig. We get to just let it fly and rip. And as long as we follow FCC guidelines,
Right,
so
right.
we can't curse, as long as we stay within those parameters, like there's no rules. You're just being funny. And so it's great.
Well, you have to know your news too, because everything is based on what's going on in the world today.
I will say that's one of the challenges
Yeah.
because ever since a person that shall not be named became president, it's been hard to watch the news, especially these days when the news is so bad. And I used to be a news junkie. I used to have my alarm clock set to NPR, and then at a certain point I was like, oh my God, everything's terrible. The sky's falling. It's awful. So I had to switch that. And now I basically only watch the news when I'm on Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me. And I'm like, I gotta
catch up. You gotta know
I gotta at least kind of pretend like I know what's going on.
The thing is too is that everyone seems like they love each other. Like there's a kindness, and everyone gives each other space, because that's a lot of comedians on one table.
You wouldn't believe the cat fights in the green room now. No.
I don't believe that at all.
Yeah, you should. We're all so cool. I mean, it's such a pleasure and a blessing to be there.
Yeah.
That I think we're all like in a good mood, and the show is about being funny and light and quick-witted. So we all respect each other and we don't step on each other's lines, and we riff off of each other. It's amazing. Yeah.
Tell me about yourself. You live where in?
I live in South Central Los Angeles, obviously. Obviously. Where else would I live? Come on.
Tell me about your neighborhood. Do you like your neighborhood?
It's really great.
Yeah.
It's predominantly Black and Latino, but they've completely accepted me. Like, I was a little, skittish when I first moved in. I hadn't spent a lot of time in Central. It was honestly like the only place I could afford to buy a house.
Right.
And so it was like, I was like, oh, sorry, I'm the gentrifier coming in. But my neighborhoods, all my neighbors have accepted me. I have great neighbors. I have this hilarious Black woman that lives on one side of me, Rhonda. Rhonda, if you're watching, I don't know why, because you're in LA right now. But she's amazing. She's retired, and she's the classic nosy next door neighbor.
You have to have one of those.
She's always like over the fence, like, what y'all doing? What y'all cooking? And she's just so fun and funny. Like, I don't need a security system.
Right,
because Rhonda's like, you've had a package there for 3 minutes. And then between her and there's a guy who's unemployed who's like across the way, and he's just like on his porch smoking weed and be like, how you doing? Like, between those two, I'm like, I never not know what's going on at my house.
And don't they have like nicknames for you?
Yes,
Wow.
the guy across the street calls me Korea Boo, which he used to call me China Boo, and then I was like, hey,
No.
it's Korea Boo,
Yeah.
and he fell out of his chair. He thought it was the funniest thing. So now it's embedded in his brain. He will never mistake me for China Boo again. He'll be like, Korea Boo, what's up? It's the best.
That's so great.
Yeah.
You have a nephew, but
I do.
he's really more like your son.
I call him my snephew.
Snephew, tell me about
Snephew.
Oh.
Well, my sister is a single mother by choice. But we bought the house in South Central together, so I ended up being a single mother by no choice. No choice. There's just a whole baby in my house now.
You're a co-parent.
I'm
if
a
you come here.
co-parent, and he's amazing. I never wanted kids. Frankly, I didn't like kids. I was the woman on the airplane, like, ew, they let children on this thing. But, you know, and he came along, and he's amazing. He's amazing. Like, I didn't realize how cool babies were.
Is he funny? Like, can you tell he's funny?
He's sassy.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah, he's 4.5 now,
Uh-oh.
and the problem is he speaks. You know, I was like, I think I liked you better before you had
now he's talking
verbal ability.
and running around.
Running around,
Yeah.
and he's so great. And he, you know, kids will just tell you like it is. Like the other day, he was like, he calls me Mimo, which in Korean is mom ant.
Oh, that's cute.
Like the word for ant in Korean is emo, and we just put an M on in front of it,
Got
Mimo.
it.
And he goes, Mimo, I just found one of your hairs. And I was like, how do you know it's my hair? And he's like, it's white. Girl, come
he
over
did
here,
that
you
on
little.
purpose. He did that
He's like,
on
it's
purpose.
white. It's got to be yours.
Yeah.
No one else in this house has white hair. I was like, thanks.
Huh? That's so
Thank
great.
you.
Now, are you dating at all? Do you?
No.
No, not at
No.
all. Did you date during? I mean, are you just too busy for dating?
I just gave up, you
Yeah.
know, and I feel like the dating scene is so messy now.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I was telling you before we started taping that I had a couple in my show last night that definitely was keeping Portland weird. Like their dating situation was so strange. I was doing crowd work with them, and they just seemed like a nice couple on a date.
Right.
And I was like, what's going on? And I couldn't get out of it. Finally, it came out that they had met on Hinge, which is a dating site. And she was like, well, I liked him, but he's moving to Mexico to be with one of his other girlfriends and her husband. I was like, what is happening?
No.
He was moving to Mexico literally like next week to be with his other girlfriend and her husband. I was like, what does the husband think? And he's like, he's cool with it. And I was like, is he though? And then, so it turned out, so the woman was white, the man looked to be Latino, and I found out that the woman he was moving for was Asian. And so I had fun with that. And I was like, oh, an Asian woman. And I was like, I want to see a picture of this Asian woman. And the woman goes, me too. I was like, you guys are keeping Portland dating weird. It is weird up in here. It was so weird. So that's the reason why I've stopped dating, because I'm like,
that's
it's
so
too
funny.
weird.
That's
It's too
so
weird.
funny.
Yeah.
You know, you do something though that a lot of Portlanders do, which is you keep chickens, right? Do you still have chickens?
No.
Oh no, what happened to your
I fired
chickens?
the chickens.
No.
I gave the chickens to a very nice animal
Did
rescue.
Rhonda take
Rhonda was like, I'm not taking those chickens. I kept chickens for about 8 months, and now I have no guilt of eating chicken. Because I'm sorry. I'm sorry to
What
any of the
happened?
chickens watching and listening right now.
What
Chickens
happened?
are stupid. Chickens are so dumb. I had these chickens for 6 months, and I would go out and feed them every single day and say nice, affirming things to them.
Right.
And even 6 months in, they were like, every time I came out, they'd be like, she's trying to kill us! She's trying to kill! Run for your life! She's trying. And I'm like, you guys are so dumb. I feed you every day. If I had wanted to kill you, you'd be dead already.
Oh, they thought you were going to kill them.
They were just too much work.
Yeah.
Chickens are a lot of work. I initially got them because I wanted, you know, I low-key want to be a doomsday prepper. And I was like, I'm going to have food in my backyard. And I have this big, beautiful backyard in South Central. So I was like, I have the room. I'll keep chickens.
Right.
It's such a, great idea. And then I got the chickens. And I had to buy a pen and a coop and the little house for them and all the bedding and all the food. And they eat, 4 different kinds of foods. And people were like, oh, you must have free eggs now. I'm
Yeah.
like,
No
I
eggs?
am like, my eggs are like $85 an egg at this point. Like I am paying like $90 an egg because of all the money, the infrastructure going into the. And then I sold and then I got rid of the chickens like 8 months later, and I was like, that was a fun $90 an egg period of my life.
I love it. You're at Helium tonight and tomorrow, right?
Tonight and tomorrow. Two shows tonight, two shows tomorrow.
Okay, so we'll let everyone know. We'll put all the information on our website. Helen, it's so great to talk with you.
Great.
Thank you
Helen
so much.
Square.
Yeah, that's it. All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.